Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Town of Tewksbury Zoning Board of Appeals meeting on 9/30/2021. On the agenda today, to start, we have the approval of minutes, but since we don't have any this month, we'll defer it to next month's meeting. So we'll go right into the new hearings. We'd like to start with David and Vanessa D'Amelio for a variance from section 4130, appendix B, for a front yard setback, and a special permit under 3651 to increase the existing non-conforming structure of the Tewksbury zoning bylaw to construct a 21 by 23 second-story addition shown on the plans filed. And the property is located at 2 Low Street.
Yes. Good evening.
Have a seat.
Good evening.
Good evening. Name and address.
My name is David D'Amelio, 2 Low Street.
Okay. Tell us what you were trying to do.
Yes, I would like to add bedrooms above my garage using the existing footprint. The reason I want to do that is I have 3 teenagers, and at this point of their life, they would like their own space, and they want to stop sharing a room with one another. That's basically, my one of my main reasons why I would like the living space above the garage. I also think that adding the bedrooms above the garage would not only improve the neighborhood aesthetically by, the house being done over, but also would add value to the surrounding homes in the area.
Just going through the paperwork, just to make sure I see it all. So it's in Ballard.
And I also have my contractor, Brandon O'Brien, if you have any questions,
Great.
Can I start it off with a question?
Go ahead.
Do you have any prints of what you're gonna build? Because your special permit is asking us to determine if it's gonna be more detrimental than what's already there.
Detrimental as in,
Well, you have an existing non-conforming,
yes,
so you're asking for a special permit under section 3651, which states...
If I may, we do have architectural,
I'm sorry.
You have to come up and name and address, please.
Brandon O'Brien, general contractor, 265 Pleasant Street, Winthrop, Mass.
Thank you.
For purposes of this application, we weren't asked to provide it, but I do have currently in an email form architectural drawings of the proposed floor plan with elevations.
What you're asking for in your special permit is, in the event that the building commissioner determines that the non-conforming nature of such structure would be increased by the proposed reconstruction, extension, alteration, or change, the Board of Appeals may, by special permit, allow such reconstruction, extension, alteration, if it determines the proposed modifications will not be substantially more detrimental than the existing non-conforming structure to the neighborhood. So we kind of need to know more exactly what you're going to build.
So on the plot plan, it should show the footprint of the layout. So there's a garage existing with a 2-story level straddling the side of the garage. So we're pretty much requesting permission to just fill in that missing block. We have architectural drawings with elevations and everything. We tried to provide them to the town. They told us it wasn't necessary and they wouldn't accept them for this application. We brought them when we tried to give them to them when we dropped off this application. But again, they told us they weren't needed at the time. So on the plot plan, it should show where the second story structure will be added above the garage.
So there's already a garage there?
There's already an existing garage, and it's just a single level next to the house, which is 2 levels, and we just plan to just kind of fill in that missing space above the garage.
So it's already 2 stories?
Yes, it's already.
And that's just, okay.
Can't ask for something if they told him
Yeah.
he doesn't need it.
Right.
Thank you.
You guys have any questions?
Just to clarify, the current existing home is only 6 feet from Ballard Road right now? It's already non-conforming, that's the non-conforming portion?
Correct.
And the new, the proposed addition is 10 feet away right now?
So it'll have a setback from the existing walls of the garage.
But it's not as bad as the current structure?
No, again, we're not going to encroach or increase the existing footprint. We're looking just to kind of fill in a void that's over the single-level garage next to the two-story home.
So they're not moving, adding, or taking away, it's just building up
From the
Correct.
current garage?
from the
that's-
current
yeah.
structure that's there.
Yes.
They're just building up from it.
You're on sewage or septic?
We are on sewage.
You had bathrooms up there?
Yes.
2 bedrooms and a bathroom?
No, there's 2 bathrooms existing. We're remodeling one of the bathrooms. We're only adding 2 bedrooms. No additional bathrooms to what's already existing.
Kids are gonna be happy you're adding, what, 11-foot wide bedrooms,
Yes.
11 and a half,
Compared to what they have currently, yeah, they're pretty ecstatic.
away from you guys?
Well, us away from them.
It's a good thing.
Yes.
The footprint already exists?
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
And they still need to
Yes,
require a
they
special
do.
permit?
It's already non-conforming.
Because as it sits, it's already too close to
Right.
the property line. But again, we're not increasing the footprint or encroaching over what's existing.
You're just going up?
Yes.
Just, yeah,
How tall is the structure gonna be when you're done?
I believe on the elevations, it showed 24 feet is the ridge line currently. And again, we're just filling the existing ridge line with a second story over the existing first story garage. So we won't be increasing the height to anything more than what's already existing.
24 feet?
I believe that's what it is, if you don't mind me pulling out my phone to pull out the elevations.
Yeah, your plot plan doesn't show elevations. Shows where the property sits on the plot.
Yeah, again, we tried to submit it, and they were very adamant that it wasn't needed until the actual permit process.
Understood.
And on the assessors map, you're on plot 101, 121, right?
Correct.
Mike, do you have any questions?
22 feet is the current elevation that we're going to. 22 feet is the current elevation to the ridge line.
I thought you said 42.
No.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No?
I have no questions either.
Anybody want to make a motion? I'm sorry, I'd like to open it up to the public at this time. Okay. Somebody want to make a motion then?
I'll make a motion to close both parts of the hearing, if they're done.
Second.
Yep.
Do we, are we still holding the WebEx meetings?
No.
That's no
That's
longer
fine.
going on?
No.
That was a good question.
No, those are closed.
Motion's been made and seconded.
Yep. So a motion's been made. I need a second to close both parts of the hearing. Thank you.
Second.
You got it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
You guys want to talk about it or make a motion? Rob? Mike?
No?
Good?
I was looking for the height. I can't find the new book. I can't find it. I know it's 25, 2.5 stories of height. That's what I was asking about height.
I want to agree with you because I know we went through this before.
Can I make a motion?
You can make a
It's my
motion.
first one in years.
Please make a motion.
I make a motion to approve the special permit
God bless it.
under section 3651 for David and Vanessa Diamello,
D'Amelio, close enough.
Amelia.
under section 3651, to increase the existing non-conforming structure of the Tewksbury zoning bylaws to construct a 21 by 23 second-story addition shown on plans filed with this board. Said property is located at 2 Low Street, Assessors Map 101, Lot 121, Zone Residential.
All in favor?
Aye.
Need a second?
Need a second?
Second.
Second.
Right. All in favor, then?
Aye.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
You make another motion, please?
Nice. I would like to make a motion for David and Vanessa
D'Amelio.
D'Amelio for a variance under section 4130 Appendix B for front yard setbacks. That's it. And let me read the rest of it.
Yeah.
For front yard setbacks,
Said property.
2 inches.
to construct a 21 by 23, listen, I've listened to enough of them, I know what I mean. Second story addition shown on plans filed with this board. Said property is located at 2 Low Street, Assessors Map 101, Lot 121, Zone Residential.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Approved.
Oh, thank you.
All set.
Thank you.
Excellent, thank
So
you.
at this point, will the town just send an email of approval and then
The
we
town
can?
will notify you, yes.
Okay.
Of approval, so you should be good to go.
Awesome, thank you.
You will be
Appreciate it.
notified, though.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time.
There's
Thank you.
there's probably a 30-day appeal process on that. So
Yeah.
it'll be after 30 days.
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent, thanks again.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
Good evening. Good luck.
Good luck. Next hearing is Philip and Christy McAuliffe, thank you, for a variance from section 4130, appendix B, for a side yard setback of the Tewksbury zoning bylaw to construct a 20 by 50 garage as addition, the second-story bedroom, bath, and lingerie room as shown on plans filed with the board. Said property is 200 McCarthy Way. Name and address for the,
Philip McAuliffe, 200 McCarthy Way, Tewksbury.
Christy McAuliffe, 200 McCarthy Way, Tewksbury.
can you tell us a little bit about what you're trying to do?
Sure, so we are requesting a variance from section 4000, paragraph 4131, appendix B of the bylaw to enter the side setback of 15 feet. And enter the side setback by 5 foot 2 inches.
Did you guys fill out the application?
I did, yes.
It's one of the most complete applications I've ever seen.
Oh, thank you.
Very nice.
And he's been here a long time, like
Well, it means a
really
lot then, I
long.
guess.
Do we have a denial from the commissioner in the?
I don't see one.
Yeah.
From a original permit? No, we knew we weren't going to be approved, so we never submitted.
Well, I think that has to go through them first, doesn't it?
So we asked I forget, Alexandra. She said it should be okay without it.
That a denial from the town? You
Because
still
we knew
need
we
your.
weren't going
Did you
to
ever
be
get
approved
your?
anyway.
Did you ever get your plans approved, though, or any of that looked at before you approached the
No,
board?
this is our very first.
So you stopped here first? This is your
Yes.
first stop? Rob, how do you handle something like this, since you've done
He
this?
can go ahead and do it.
Okay.
They're more than welcome to apply for a variance. But if they're wrong, if you need more than what you've asked for, you're gonna have to do the whole process again.
Understood. We actually asked for 2 inches more than expected. So we're hoping we're within that limit, but understood.
Well, if you, like, we wait, for instance, are you familiar with the denial letter?
Somewhat.
So the last applicant applied for a building permit, and it gets denied, and we get a letter from the building commissioner, you get it as well.
Sure.
And it says exactly what you need to proceed with your project. So what I would recommend, and I'm not telling you what to do, if you want us to hear this, we'll be more than happy to hear it for you. I would recommend, I would probably go with the continued, because that'll give the building commissioner a month to look at it.
And you can continue it then, too, if they can't make it out then. You can defer it thereafter.
So are you referring to a full building permit application?
Well, to build anything, you have to apply for building permit.
Sure.
Right? And I understand exactly what you're doing. You realize that you're too close to your property line and you're gonna need a variance. But if there's anything else on that property, for instance, the last one had to get a special permit because they were an existing non-conforming. I'm not in a position to tell you whether you're an existing non-conforming. Do you know if there's any variances already existing on the property? Probably not. Those are things that the building commissioner would look at. And I would just hate to see you, we're actually trying to help you. I'd hate to see you
Right.
go through the process. Do you plan on building this tomorrow?
No.
No. I hate to see you go through the process, go to file for a building permit, and be denied because of whatever.
Okay,
And you go, oh, I got a variance. They said, well, you needed a special permit too.
sure.
So instead of getting all of it at one time, now you're coming back, you're spending the money again, you're reapplying, you're re-notifying your neighbors, you're doing all of that. Because you did your certified letters to your neighbors, right?
Yes, yep.
That wasn't cheap.
Yeah.
You paid to be here, that wasn't cheap.
Right.
And if you need something else, you're gonna have to do that all again. But if we continue you, maybe you'd have to re-advertise perhaps, but at least your neighbors know that you're here. So you're good with that. And if you want us to hear it and make a decision on your variance, we'd be more than happy to do that. I'm not telling you to leave.
Sure.
That's entirely up to you.
Yeah, so this was kind of our first stop, and it made
Yeah, no,
sense
this is-
financially not to produce drawings and go through the tire engineering process.
Well, even,
Because I assume we need that for, we need that for a permit, right? So we need a plan, and
well, I'm not
foundation.
saying, I'm not saying you need a special permit.
No, we don't
I'm
know.
not in a position to tell you exactly what you need.
Okay.
What this board goes by is the denial letter from the building commissioner.
Okay,
Most
We don't
times.
decide what you need. The building commissioner does, and then you come to us. And then we hear what the building commissioner says you need.
The building commissioner doesn't require a plan for the permit application.
no, it would be a full building permit application.
We have to submit drawings to the,
And you're gonna need that either way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're gonna
regardless.
apply for
Oh, yeah, no, understood, absolutely. But if we can't get the variance, we weren't going to go through the design process. So I think we're kind of
You
going
should
to.
be able, you should be able to get a building permit with what you have.
Yeah,
Really? They don't need to see framing plans or,
no, I think they'll give you a permit,
oh,
but,
okay.
we were just trying to make a decision on,
but
If
I
we
don't, we
if we
can't say they
stay.
will. We can't say for sure if they will or they won't, but
Yeah,
from what you have.
If it's okay with you, we'd like to go through this process. And, if we're denied at the commissioner, if we're approved for the variance, first of all.
No
No,
problem.
no problem at all.
As long as you're aware of it.
No, I appreciate you explaining our options.
No, thanks. No, it's good. All right. So talk to us about what you want to do.
So currently, we're in a raised ranch, and it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. We'd like to extend, if you're looking at the home, we'd like to extend to the left about 20 feet with a single 2-car garage. And on the first level, which is I'm not exactly sure the terminology for a raised ranch first level, whether it's basement or ground or first floor. But that would be the first level, and then the second level would be a master suite with a full bath and 2 bedrooms. And the elevation would not be any higher than the current elevation of the home of 25 feet.
So we're specifically looking for a variance from section 4130, right? I think you
Yes.
said 41, okay.
Yes.
I got stuck on section 4,000. If you read. top of the book,
4131.
Yeah, there's a sub,
It is section.
Yeah, para 4131.
Do you know when the house was built?
84,
yeah, 84.
What year?
1984.
1984.
It's currently on septic, so we have to tie in as well.
Currently on-
Is anyone in street title?
You're on septic, not town?
Correct. It's available on the street, we're just not tied in.
Oh, okay, so you will be tying
We
in?
will be, yes. I think we have to, correct? If we're increasing the bedroom?
Or expand on your septic, one or the other?
Yeah, right, either way.
Currently, the proposed addition that's on the plot plan that you sent, the shaded area red, that's all new. There's nothing there right now.
Correct.
It's dark.
It's like a walkway to our backyard.
And that shed is there, and that will be demolished.
Say demolished?
Yes.
Thank you.
And you're going past the size of the house that it is now, right? So you're going straight?
Correct.
Into our yard.
I didn't scale it, but about 15 feet or so.
Further past the house. Are you adding heating or any of that to your garage?
So the garage, probably just a unit heater, nothing permanent, or nothing, I don't know what the term is, but substantial.
What I'm wondering about is, it's 4130,
Yeah.
you get lots of 10,000 square feet or less,
But it's 20, right?
with 20. Erected before 92. So he's got the before 92, but not the 10,000 square feet or less.
And even that's not too far off.
Oh, for not having the need for the variance? Is that what you're
No, what
referring
I'm
to?
reading is section 4130, the table of dimensional requirements, and residents erected prior to March 18th, 1992, which is what you have, may reduce the 15-foot side and rear setback requirements to 10.
Right.
But it's lots of 10,000 square feet, so you have to have both. So it has to be a lot less than 10,000 square feet and erected before 1992.
So I asked the question because we have 2 lots on our deed. You know, is it possible to apply that to the lot that the property's actually on? You know, because that would be, if you notice on the plot plan, there's lot 382 and lot 289. I didn't know if we could apply that rule to lot 282 specifically, because that is less than 10,000 feet.
What happens is, and I was actually reading that on your deed that you have 2 lots. What happens is when you have a non-conforming lot, and this is another reason I was suggesting you go to the building commissioner. When you have 2 non-conforming lots, and we've been running into it more and more, and they're side by side like that, under common ownership, they combine the lots to try to get it closer to a conforming lot.
Understood.
And they're on the same deed.
Right.
So that makes it even harder, because there's some ways to show that they're 2 separate lots. Being on the same deed is not one of them.
Okay. That was kind of what I was thinking, that it wasn't going to fly.
Separated in the tax paper?
We're on the same
That's the
deed.
deed, yeah.
We're on the same deed. So now the way it's presented to us, because we can't make a determination of whether it's 2 lots or 1 lot, right? We're just asked to look at your variance. So now you're looking at a 25-foot setback. Because you're listed as a lot of a little over 20,000 square feet. So now instead of that 10-foot setback, you're a
It's not a 15-foot.
15, excuse me, 15.
Oh, right.
15 and then 25 to the back, 25 to the front. 15 in the back.
Right, so, exactly, yeah, so that request would be 5 foot 2 inches into that 15 foot.
So now it's not 2 inches, it's 5 feet, 5 foot 2.
For what it's worth, we had conversations with the direct next door neighbors and every single person on the street.
Well, they've been notified, and they're
Yeah.
5 or 10 minutes, that's a lot. I don't know, I'm a little worried about it, because now he's, in 2 lots, he's an existing non-conforming.
It's non-conforming currently?
Yep. Yep, because you're less than an acre. Because you're not less than 10,000 square feet. So that, all of that built before 1992 doesn't apply to you. So now you're less than an acre. It is non-conforming. You don't have 150 feet of frontage. That's non-conforming. You got 112 feet of frontage.
So even though they're on the same deed,
Well, the way it was proposed to us is the way we have to look at it. And it's proposed to us as
One lot.
one parcel.
so on the assessor's map, it's
Do they have 2
one,
separate addresses?
no,
On the assessor's
Oh.
map?
no,
You don't have
it's all one,
what is your address, McCarthy Way or
80
McCarthy Way.
McCarthy Way, 81
McCarthy Way?
Dash
The other
two.
lot has frontage on Georgia Road.
That's a paper road that, oh, I guess technically it would be
It's a
frontage.
road.
Yeah. It's,
Paper road, but it's a road, so if it was 2 separate parcels, you'd have a Georgia Road address. If it was separate.
Is this one of these applications that we're gonna have to determine if the lots have merged or not?
He's asking for a variance.
He's just, right, not for a lot determination.
So if we're just looking at just his application, he wants to put this addition in there, and the side setback is the issue. So he's looking for a variance from the side setback, right? It's supposed to be 15, and he's got down to 9. These other things would essentially be looked at and either denied or approved by the inspector. So we can vote on the side setback. He'll pull his permits, the inspector will go out, determine if he needs anything else with regards to the lots and stuff, and then he may have to come back. Does that make sense?
so if, just for my own clarification, so on the assessor's map, our lot, if Georgia Road, if they decided to pave it one day and, even though we're assessed as one property, we would have 2 addresses. Because we're not assessed as 2 different lots, we're assessed as one.
Exactly. You're assessed as one, but you're asking us to look at it as 2 separate, so you can get under the 10,000 square feet.
We're not asking to get under the 10,000 square feet. We're asking to,
So you're asking for a 5 foot 10 variance.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, did I misspeak before?
Maybe I just misthought before.
Okay. Yeah, no, we're not trying to get under the 10,000 square feet rule.
What got my attention is the other things on this lot that are already wrong. So normally what would happen, right? You come here with a lot that's too small. It is, according to zoning bylaws today, that lot is too small in every way. So you would be an existing non-conforming, and you want to increase the existing non-conformity. Because now you're going to make it worse. Right, because you already don't have the frontage. Tewksbury zoning bylaw says 150 feet of frontage.
For just,
Frontage, you see the 112?
yeah, no, understood, yeah. The 150-foot rule applies to what exactly?
Side to side, 150 feet of frontage on the road.
Okay.
And we're more than willing to
I guess I'm trying to figure out how do I rectify this issue?
apply for a building permit first. Let the building commissioner tell you what you need, and then come back to us.
So, okay.
See, here's the two things. If I'm wrong, and we give you a variance, you go to the building commissioner, he approves your permit, you build it. If I'm right, you go to the building commissioner, he says, hey, wait a minute, you need these other things as well. Now you're putting out the money to notify all your neighbors again, because you gotta do the whole application process over. Or, we could continue you. It's entirely up to you. If you wanna roll the dice, we'll vote on the variance for you.
I understand now.
By continuing it, it's giving you the opportunity to find out if there's
Timeline.
anything else that's non-conforming or anything else that needs to be approved. If we vote today and we approve you,
We'll just have to come back.
you'd have to come back, you'd have to spend the money, you'd have to notify your neighbors, you'd have to fill out the application again.
I think he has a pretty good idea that it's going to
Yeah.
get tonight.
Picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
If we decide to continue, the next meeting is 30 days, you'd come right back.
As long as I get the denial letter by then, or approval, or
Or one or the other.
what, yeah, okay.
Whatever.
Or if the building commissioner just tells you you're doing the right thing,
Yeah.
there you
You
go.
have to
And
come
you're all
back.
set.
Then you're happy. Come on back. But that's up to you.
Can we request to continue this?
You can't.
Not much about it now.
I'd like to make a motion to close both parts of the hearing.
Nope. You don't close it.
We go right to motion to continue. I'd like to make a motion to continue the application for Philip and Christy McAuliffe for a variance from section 4130 appendix B for yard setbacks of the Tewksbury zoning bylaw to construct a 20 by 50 garage addition with second-story bedrooms, bathroom, and laundry room. As shown on plans filed with this board, said property is located at 200 McCarthy Way, assessors map 81, lot 53, zoned residential.
Do I get a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Did we say when the next meeting was and what time?
The next meeting is October 28th, 2021, at 6:30.
Okay, see you in a
you.
month.
Great, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Is that considered new business? Is that considered new business? Do I need to read this whole letter?
No.
Yeah, we're on TV still. So, I don't need to read this? Okay, any old business?
I'd like to congratulate our new chairwoman.
Nice job. Nice job.
Good job.
Thank you, Rob, for your help. Thank you. All right, new business. We received a letter from Mass Housing regarding the proposed 40B in over Ames Pond. The correspondence. What am I supposed to do?
That's it.
That's it, right?
That's our correspondence.
Our correspondence, that's it. All right, on that note, you guys have anything you want to bring up? Anything we need to review, go over? No? No?
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And we're adjourned.